saddle. And today I'm going to show you what some exercises are that you can do if you have back pain when you're doing your sitting trot. So while your horse is bouncing down, or while your horse is trotting, you're bouncing up and down. That can be really hard and compressive on the vertebrae in your low back. So I'm going to give you some exercises to do to warm up, some exercises to do when you're on your horse, and then we'll see if it helps with the sitting trot. So the first one that you can do is called a bridge. So you can lay on your back like this, pull your belly button into your spine, and bridge up like this, and then back down. You can do 10 of those. The next one, you're gonna roll over onto your stomach. And if this is too aggravating of a position for you, you can put a pillow underneath your stomach. And you're just going to bring your both arms and both legs up, hold for 10 seconds, and then back down. And this is really gonna warm up those back muscles so that they're supporting you and stable when you're on your horse. That should be good for most people, but if you need a little bit more, you can go onto a side plank. So from here, pull up like this, and that's gonna help activate some of your core muscles and your oblique muscles. All right, so get on Gracie at here. Okay, now before you go anywhere, if you are one that had back pain when you ride, you would really want to stretch. Do you want me to come closer? Okay. You really want to stretch your hip flexors so that you can, so your hip flexors aren't pulling your low back into this arched position. So how you can do that is hold your belly button tight, pull your leg up behind you, and then try to sit on your tailbone. So you'll feel the stretch right here in the front of your hip. Hold that for about 30 seconds or so. 30 to 60 seconds. And you should just kind of feel this muscle relax a little bit. And then I'll have you do it on the other side. Same thing, pull it back. And if you can't get your foot up this high, just grab your jeans. So some people might not be able to grab the top of their foot. If you can grab your jeans, that's just fine. Just as long as you're feeling that stretch on the top of your thigh. So hold it there. All right, so once you have those stretched out, just try a couple posterior and anterior pelvic tilts. So what a posterior pelvic tilt is when you rock your hips underneath you like you're sitting on your tailbone. And then come back up to neutral. Anterior pelvic tilt is arching your back so that your hip bones face backwards like this. So if you were to imagine flashlights on your sit bones, the flashlights are facing straight down when you're in neutral. They're facing forward when you're in your posterior pelvic tilt, and then they're facing backward when you're in an anterior pelvic tilt. So before you go into a sitting trot, it's a good idea to just warm up that motion a couple times, because that'll help you sit the trot without bouncing up and down. So do a few of those. And then if you need to, you can do some arm lifts. So these arm lifts are just going to help activate your core muscles and your leg muscle, or your core muscles and your back muscles. For an extra challenge, you can do both at the same time. Keeping your core nice and tight, hold into your belly button. Okay, so from here, I am going to do a sitting trot, and I'll just do a circle to the left. And so you can see how I can use the anterior posterior pelvic tilt to sit the trot without that. warm up your back muscles so that doing a sitting trot doesn't cause so much compression on your spine.